Hi, this is Mr. Manley. This is a quick video on matrix addition or subtraction and what would be called scalar multiplication. Labels aren't so important as the actual execution of this, which is really quite simple. If we're looking here at the given problem, we're being asked to find negative 2c minus 3d. Well, this is c, so this is identified as c, and this is identified as d. So we can really just think about that as doing the substitution of c and d. So that would look like this: negative 2, and then substituting for this c, the c that is given up above would look like this. And then substituting for this d here with the d that's given up above would look like this. So we're going to have minus 3, and then we're going to take the d from above, like so. And then I use that word scalar, scalar multiplication, and that just means I'm going to distribute. These are matrices that we're working with. So I'm working with these matrices, and scalar multiplication of a matrix simply means to take the number on the outside and distribute it to each of the terms on the inside. So we can do that simply enough, I think. So I'm going to do negative 2 times negative 5, and that'll be 10. And then I'm going to do negative 2 times 6. That would be negative 12. And then negative 2 times 2 is going to be negative 4. And we'll continue with that pattern. Negative 14, negative 2 times 0 is 0, and negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Then we can do the same thing here with the minus 3. I'm going to hold this minus and just bring it down here, and then multiply this matrix by 3. So I'm not going to multiply by negative 3. I'll just hold on to the minus for now. So that'll be 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 0 is 0, 9, and negative 3. And then we have matrix subtraction. One thing to note is that in order to be able to add or subtract a matrix, they have to have the same dimensions. So like this matrix here is 2 by 3 because it has 1, 2 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. So we say that 2 by 3. We always, when I talk about the dimensions of a matrix, I'm gonna do how many rows are there by how many columns are there. And that's the dimensions of a matrix. In order to be able to add or subtract matrices, two matrices, they have to have the same dimensions. Okay, so now that I've got those that identified here, they have the same dimensions, then it's just I add or subtract each element. So this element here, and I'm going to go subtract that element that's in the same position in the second matrix. So this will be 10 minus 18 is giving me negative 8. And then I'm just going to go negative 12 minus 6, and that's going to give me negative 18. And then we'll do negative 4 minus 12. That'll be negative 16. And negative 14 minus 0 will be negative 14. And 0 minus 9, negative 9. And finally, negative 2 minus a negative 3. That'll be negative 2 plus 3, right? Negative 2 minus a negative 3. And that'll give us a 1 for that. And that's it. Then that's the answer to negative 2c minus 3d. That is equal to this. And that is matrix addition or multiplication or subtraction.